welcome to Nina's Knots Crochet. I'm Lynanne. Today is Wednesday. If you're new here, I appreciate you stopping by, giving my channel a chance. Returning subscribers, hi, thanks so much for spending a little bit of your Wednesday with me. I do appreciate it. My channel is all about crochet and yarn and a little bit of knitting. In my journey in the yarny community, which I am so thrilled to be a part of. Wednesdays are usually, what are you doing? What are you working on Wednesday? I'm working on, right now, 2 Boggy Creek blankets. I have a third one, but it's in timeout. That chevron blanket is just giving me fits, so I put it in timeout. I am not going to stress about it. But I am doing 2 right now. The one that I started a week and a half ago is just a simple rectangle granny square. I'm using the Hirschner's Afghan yarn. This yarn is a number 2, 100% acrylic, 220 yards, machine wash, dry flat. The color is called Blooms, and it's just a bright, cheery, yellow and orange and purple and green, and this yarn is so soft and so squishy. If it is still on clearance on Hirschner's website, I got these for $1.77 a skein. Well worth it. This stuff crochets like a dream. It glides on the hook. It doesn't snag. I'm thoroughly enjoying the process of making this blanket with this yarn. So go check out Hirschner's website. Maybe they might still have some more. I don't know. It was on their clearance site, so you never know. So that's project number 1. But because that is a number 2 yarn, I am using a smaller hook, which my hands are not real happy with me right now. The last week I've driven 2,000 miles to Indiana, across to Michigan, across Michigan, down through Ohio, and then back. We went leaf peeping. This vacation, it was great to see family and the grandkids and spend some time with them. But we saw some spectacular leaf colors this year. I grew up in Northwest Indiana on the very tip of Lake Michigan, so I'm accustomed to beautiful fall colors. I don't know what it is about this year. The colors are outstanding. My daughter-in-law and I were standing at my grandson's football game last Saturday, and we're just mesmerized by the colors. I mean, the colors of the leaves this year were so different. Like the oranges were almost coral, a pinky orange. The greens were more towards chartreuse. The reds were like a dark burgundy. The greens were just this dark green. I don't know what it is, but let me tell you, the colors on display were just absolutely gorgeous. I wish I was a photographer. I would have taken some really beautiful pictures. I did take a picture Monday morning when we were going through Kentucky, through the mountains and hills in Kentucky, and there was fog just hanging over the top of the trees, and it was a little bit overcast, and the colors were so beautiful. I posted it on my Instagram. It just makes you stop and to go, how beautiful of a world we live in. Even with all the craziness and ugliness going around, there is beauty in everywhere you look. If you just take a minute to take a deep breath and look at what's around you, it's beautiful. So anyway, back to why I'm saying all that is my hands are sore. I did the driving. The mountains were a little bit windy, so hanging on to that steering wheel, my hands are not happy with me. So this morning I'm like, well, I want to keep working on something, but working with this number 2 yarn wasn't going to be a thing to do. So I pulled out a bunch of this, and this is the Bernat baby blanket yarn. I snagged a bunch of this at Ollie's when it was on their sale for $4.99. This is a super bulky 6. It says to use an 8mm hook. I'm using a 15. And I got this at Hobby Lobby. This is 100% polyester. This colorway is called Button Roses. And it's cream and red and dark blue and light blue. Very kind of Americana. I don't know where Button Roses comes in on this. But this yarn is so soft. And I'm thinking for Boggy Creek, the kids who might have sensory issues, where wool might be an issue, where some polyesters might feel a little scratchy, this would just be something soft and squishy that they can cuddle up with or lay over their legs if they're in a wheelchair. And I'm just doing a very basic, very simple 2 rows of a half double crochet, a row of a single crochet, until I get it to the right size. This is 40 inches across. I'm gonna go 50 some inches long. I want to, like I said, I want to commit to at least 2 blankets. This one, I'm loving this one, but I just thought this, for kids who might have some issues, this is nice and squishy. This isn't the best yarn to work with. It's, you know, it's blanket yarn. But I think in the end, the end product for what it's going for these kids who just need a little bit of comfort, I think this is going to be a great end product. So, and because I can use a bigger hook, my hand is crying at me so much. So yeah, so this is blanket number 2. That chevron blanket is going to stay in timeout for a while. Maybe I'll come back to it after I do some other things and kind of cleanse the palette, as it were, and then I'll come back to it. They're collecting blankets till the end of the year, so I might still get that 3rd one done, but definitely 2 blankets. If you don't know what I mean by Boggy Creek, check out Nancy at She's Got Yarn Too. Her mom, Lynette at Charmed Grammy Crochets, and Billy the Crafty Floridian, they're doing a blanket drive for a camp here in Florida for kids who have several different serious illnesses, and they're putting together a blanket drive. If you have any questions, Nancy will be glad to answer them. If you can't get a hold of her, if you have a question for me, I will do my best to answer your questions. If not, I can get an answer from Nancy. The other project that I'm working on, well, I haven't even started working on it yet. I've kind of pulled the yarn for it. Lynette at Charmed Grammy Crochets. Hi, Lynette. She's doing a make-along with Hobie for an ugly Christmas sweater. And it started on Monday. I'm not able to start it, but I did pull the yarn. I have a bunch, like eight cakes of this. This is your regular Cairn cake. Number 4, 80 acrylic, 20 wool, 383 yards. I've got 8 of these. I don't know what I was thinking. It says to use a number 5 hook. The color I got here is called Red Velvet. I like the different reds with the gray, so I'm thinking this says a little bit Christmas, but then I want to add green to it. So do I add this, which is the Hirschner's, and this is their worsted 8, also a number 4. This is 100% acrylic. They're 489 yards. This color is called Army, and it's like an army green. But I also have some of this, and this is softer, but it's shinier. And this is Loops and Thread, soft and shiny. This is still a number 4. There's 311 yards in this. And this color is called Parsley. And my thought is I'm going to use, this is the majority, and I'm going to make a rectangle shrug. But I want to use the green to make like the trim around the sleeves and maybe around the edge to, you know, edge it off to give it a little bit of a Christmas vibe, but not too much Christmas. But I don't know which one to do. So in the comments below, give me your suggestions. Should I do the paisley, which is soft and shiny, with the gray and the reds? Or should I do the army, which is, you know, a little more matte like the rest of it? Give me your suggestions. This is going to be like a tier 2 priority. I don't want to overwhelm myself, but I do really want to do this make along. I think it'll be fun. So I just have to come up with which color combination goes best. And then my other project that I really, really, really want to do, and I haven't even found the yarn for yet, is I want to make a table runner for Thanksgiving. And I know I'm running out of time, but I really want to have something that I made homemade for my Thanksgiving table. And I think a table runner will do really well. I have to find the pattern. I have to find the yarn. Once I figure out what I'm going to do, I don't think it'll take long because it's not going to be that big of a project. It's only going to be, you know, 10 or 11 inches wide and as long as my table. So yeah, I just need to figure out what I'm going to do with that. But that's priority tier number 1. My immediate priority is to get at least 2 of these Boggy Creek blankets done, then get the table runner done, and then get on to this sweater. So hopefully I can get it all done without making myself crazy, because I have a tendency to do that. I will make myself get more over my head, and I don't really want to do that. So anyway, that's what I'm working on. That's I've got going on. Don't forget, on Sunday, I will be drawing the 5 winners for my 500 subscriber giveaway. The response to that has been overwhelming, and I appreciate all of you. I have well exceeded the 500 subscriber mark. I'm heading towards 800 at this point, and I do appreciate it. And then hopefully I'll have some other things to show you that I've more progress from the blankets. I don't know if I'll get them finished, but we'll see. So until Sunday, when I can see you all again, be kind to everyone.